Hey, welcome back. Just to mention it, well, I just woke up, but more importantly, my head is killing me, so I've got a pretty significant headache. Um, but if I don't move around personally too much, I should be okay. But I want to get this done. I want to get this done, and I want to record doing some of it. Is the point? So here's where we are on the monument. It's got pillagers in it, or pillagers, those things. I'll deal with that in a sec. You can tell by the little fins flapping through the blocks that it's all full of water still. And actually sealed up. I can't even just go in there right now because that's like that, but I put sandstone down to block it. One reason I'm in a hurry is you can see here Endermen have been around a couple of times in this case. So I gotta do something about that as soon as I can. I have 3.5 sides of this glassed up. It gets over here. I need to do those. And I've got the glass for it now, I think. Are there any... I've been getting the damn guardians out here, and I cannot figure out why. Oh, hi, cat. Morty is helping with my headache by screaming into my ear. She's on my headrest. I wasn't expecting those to be there. Yeah, I've got a bunch of glass. I just let this run for, I don't know, like, I think when I... What the hell have you... Enderman, damn you. Where did that even come from? Where did you bring that from? Did you steal it from a tree? Wait, probably, so give me it. Shut up. Let me see, any tree stuff missing? Those are there, those are there. Can't quite tell what's going on here. But I think all 4 are there, and then 2. And 2, and 2. That was annoying, I don't know where it came from. Alright, I'll find out later. Okay, so, what in hell what is it? Dirt? Dirt, what did I throw in there that didn't, I don't know what I did wrong. So I've got most of the sand I pulled down after clearing out sections is just available. I don't really need it as sand anymore, so it's in here, and then here's glass, which has been cooking for the alligator 10 hours. I think the time since last rest when I came in was like 10.5 hours. I guess let's do some. Are you still there? Well, I guess we can get these guys real quick, although I'm trying to think, how long does it... Oh, he's going to shoot at me first. Well, that means I get to return fire. It's Geneva Convention or something. Die. I'm trying to think how long... I guess I'll find out. The Bad Omen thing lasts. Because I got it, whatever it is. Is there more, or was that all of it? Oh, there's those 2. And... he's already gone. You are on fire. Does that mean, okay, he's dead? Well, so that was the easy part. If I wanted to, I guess I could try to get to a village somewhere, and I want to be a little careful about doing that, because I think the last village, they all died, you know, during the raid, so I can't really have that happen. Oh, this is full now. Junk I don't want, thanks. I can't have that happen with the village, and I'm counting on to bring villagers here. I gotta keep a couple alive. So what's going on with that? Is I'm never sure. It just, I guess it just exists until it doesn't. I'm not sure how that makes a lot of sense, but why not? So let me go stash this banner thing, and might as well have it, I guess. And then we, putting in the, this is wrong. Putting the glass up against the sand is important, but pretty boring. It's just I haven't been bothering with any potions. I just have armor on. My helmet lets me stay alive underwater for, I don't know, 90 seconds. I'm not sure. I've never really timed it. I'm sure I could find out if I cared that much. You can go. Actually, let's just do that real quick. I'll grab some glass and I can show you what I'm talking about. It's not difficult. You just kind of go over here, see if we get a... Yeah, I don't know why there's guardians. Like, if I had any guess, any really optimistic guess, because there's one. So I don't know where he came from, because there's two. This should all be outside. So, my two hunches. One is, it's possible that this really is the edge. And once I get this filled in with glass so there's no water, that'll be that. Oh, there's three right there. Well, good. Yep. I hate you people. You know, maybe this is a mistake. I'll do it. Ah, hi. No. Where's you? Oh, I missed him. That helps me. Whatever, I'm just not going to do this right now. My other hunch is, it's possible that because there's water in the monument, I don't know how that makes sense, but, a result of that could be that, they're kind of spawning in there, but then, I don't know. It could be they're clumping, that's a thing. Sometimes. These days, I should say, when mobs, spawn, because they can, like, if they're able to spawn, they have this habit of clumping, like, 4 or so at a time. So if, like, 3 spawn inside the thing because they're able to, and then there's... If they were here, at the corner, maybe, I don't know what the closest point is. It doesn't look like there's room for that sort of thing. But if they spawned right there, I guess maybe a 4th could be out. I don't know. My best, I don't know why I did that. My best idea there is to just, get this part done and see, if they stop spawning. If not, then I don't know what the answer is, and it's possible we'll have to expand, and I really don't want to, because just going out 5 meters in each direction is going to be kind of doing the whole damn thing again. Let me have... You hurt my armor, so thanks for that. Let me lose some of this stuff, and we'll go, give me all of these. And put 2 of them in there. And... Is this how I want to do? I don't know. There's a couple of options here. I've got the sponges. One, I could leave the armor. I don't know why I did that. I could take these anyway. I'll just do something real quick. I could take the armor with me and just kind of tear out the ceiling and then more or less lean down and put in sponges as needed, you know, where they go. Or I could swim, or I could go in there invisibly enough. I drowned. And just sponge the rooms, room by room. Taking off the top is sort of easier. It takes longer. But it's a lot easier to see where they... If I'm going room to room, I have to figure out where the water is leaking in from, which side, that sort of... So I think I'm just gonna not worry about being invisible. And we'll just, try to get on the scaffold that I love so much. And go over here. Alright, so, and I've got the sponges here. I'll just, I guess, do this. Makes the most sense to me. Oh, that's not good because I don't have my bed with me. I'll be right back. Alright, morning. I'll stash this here where it's... This is about as close as I can really, and then pretend to, or at least respawn point thing. If I try to put it in there somewhere that exists in the presence of the fish, would probably tell me I couldn't sleep. So, let's go... Again, the obsidian there, I just stacked... I had it in one spot. I had it 5 meters, 10 meters, depending how you look at it. to the side, over here. There's like, was it that? It was somewhere. It was on top of that. But that's a 215 and 135. I'd rather have the middle of my village be here, 220 and 140. I think that's where it was last time. Those stay there. The reason I had one and I broke it out and it wandered off. It floated away, so I just grabbed it. I had another with me. And then I had two, so I put them both down. That just marks where the center is, and it's obsidian, so it's not really going to go anywhere. This, incidentally, yeah, is silk touch, so here's where I can start getting these things. Which I'd like to do, you know, because this is a large percentage of the reason I want to do this is I like sea lanterns, but they're kind of difficult to get if you don't have what I'm about to have. That's how I broke in to get that third, what should have been the first guardian, but I couldn't get there before it gonged me. Made me fatigued. And netherite, so it goes right through. I guess if you're just catching up with this for some reason, if you start here, the snapshots leading up to where we are, one of them, you're always supposed to have a backup, and I really thought I had a backup, and I was wrong. So one of the one of the snapshots basically took this away, and as a result, I'm just doing this pretty badly. This thing stopped existing in one of the snapshots and never came back, so I blanked the map and started over. And since I don't want to literally start over without anything that I've accomplished in like 3 years, I just went ahead and gave myself all of my netherite tools that I already had. So I've got really good stuff and wings, and I don't yet have shulker boxes or even an iron factory right now. Which reminds me, so it's, what day is it? July the 1st. Right now, on my end. This will be, I think, probably the 6th, I want to say, is when I think the 5th is already online waiting to be released. So today we got another snapshot for 116.2, which I guess introduces, for one thing, the brute piglin, which isn't undead, but it is hostile. So, do I care about no, I'll punch. There's not that much to hit. And I want my hoe ready to hit sponges with. On that topic, let me decide. That gets that. That looks like a spot right there, maybe. Trying to be a little bit... No, that wasn't as good as it could have been. Is that all of it? No, there's one right there. Why? Give me this. For a sec. Bye-bye. Torches are still useful. Get my wet sponges. Don't go down there right now. So there's going to be a new nether thing, and it's basically like a nether elder guardian, or actually that's probably the best comparison, because they don't respawn. They're only found in bastions. And like if you went peaceful mode, they disappear and I think not come back, I assume. They just don't respawn, so again, like Elder Guardians or maybe Shulkers, once they're dead, they're gone. I mean, they don't come back. And yeah, it's apparently they're relatively tough. 50 level, I'm 50 hearts or 50 points. I'm never sure what the one's half of the other, and it seems stupid. It's like how hunger goes down if you have whatever it even is for. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, but there's like 20 actual hunger elements because they go down half a thing at a time. I don't know why. It's just how it's measured. So they're going to be relatively tough to kill. They're only found in bastions. They only spawn at startup, at you know, world spawn when the whole map is filled in. Or I suppose when you happen across something in a chunk that hasn't been loaded, but the larger point is you're not going to get like there's no point farming them. They drop like a gold hatchet or something. It's, you know, if you wanted one for some reason, you could make one. It's not a big deal. What might be a big deal, I'm not sure yet, because the people are saying different things. something about iron farms being nerfed, although I got the impression it was more like there was a bug that you'd have to really care to exploit. I don't think it was anything that was happening to me, where this whole area was just full of those things. Suburbs had 1,000 of them. And what it is when you, as of now, until it's fixed in the next, in the snapshot or in the next update. Oh, if you are in a map and you have at least 3 villages, I guess it's 3. I was thinking it was 5, but apparently it's a minimum of 3 villagers to get iron golems to happen. Anyway, if you have 3 where they need to be for that to be a thing, and, you know, go quit game and then come back, they'll immediately spawn another iron guy. So if you, for some reason, wanted to just keep stopping and starting on the game, loading and unloading, you could get a new one every, you know, at the speed of starting up the map. That isn't what I was doing. I was just existing, and I was getting hundreds of the damn things because of the way I designed the thing to let them fall down out of the range of the village, and then the villagers see that they don't have one, etc. Then that, you know, you can cluster, yeah, about 1,000 of them in one spot before they start crushing each other, depending on the spot. I mean, it's got to have walls to make that make sense. But that's apparently being fixed. I'm hoping it's the only fix because I like having too many iron guys when that's what I'm counting on. So we'll see what that actually proves to mean. I guess there's that. Let's just, where am I on, the only thing I'm really interested in, I don't hate those, but the sea lanterns are my primary focus here, so. Let me actually just go color-coded or whatever this is going to be. And I do have, this fortune pickaxe, which doesn't do any good on any of this. What it does do is, if this thing starts getting hot, if it, you know, if that gets down here in red, I suppose, I can just switch to the other one and I'll find a way to build them up later. I've got the ovenator, for example. So it's, if I somehow, I think if this starts at 2031, I've been looking into it because I was thinking it was like Unbreaking 3 meant about 10 times that. Apparently it's not. It's, the formula is like level plus 1 divided into what you, so if you have 100 uses left allegedly high, and you're at level 3, then you're at level 3 plus 1 is 4, divided into 100 is 25% probability that any given, that if I'm at 1901, 1901, 1901, there. That's about exactly the numbers you want to see, or expect to see. 1 in 4, broadly, roughly, will actually damage it a bit. What? Is something shooting me or not? I can't tell. So, yeah, that's not really 10 times as good. It's 4 times as good. So instead of 2031, I've got, you know, about 8,000 uses. Ish. Before I have to really worry about doing something to get the mending activated, but, yeah. And 8,000 uses can go pretty quickly if you're taking out something like this. So basically I've got about 16,000 before I really have to run away and look for something I can use to, you know, do a hell of a lot of mending. And I have that. The ovenator right now is really full of experience because it's been doing glass for 10 hours. And the, I can always just go up to the creeper dropper and just lurk. Store up a few of those guys, swat them, get experience. With the fortune pickaxe, I could probably just wander around smacking stuff. Anything from like redstone gives you a lot of experience. Quartz really gives you a lot of experience, but you have to be in the nether to use it. So what the hell? No. And then my armor has to be fixed. I gotta go because bed. Well, I don't know if I gotta go, but I probably should because there's really no lights here. Which is something to be concerned about. What is that? Why is that even there? It doesn't go there. So, I don't know where I was going with that point. I think just that I can remend this stuff when I need to. Let me pause this until I'm doing something. Alright, so wherever the hell I was, I'm breaking this all out. I guess there's these cross beams. I'm just looking for fish at this point. There's some, that's a really big lot of water. I gotta sort of think, I don't know why I'm in here exactly. I'm trying to think, I could probably lower the water level with sponges. But getting all of it, oh God, just no, but also no, leave me alone. Could get experience from these things a bit, but it takes a few shots with a pretty good bow to kill them. And that's when they're not just running away, swimming away. Anyway, yeah, this is many hours of intensely boring, thumping stuff, and the most exciting element is that I have to keep an eye on the integrity of my pickaxe and, you know, maybe do something to refill it. My suspicion, given how long the ovenator has been going, is I can get it pretty damaged, and as long as I'm holding it when I pull something out of the ovenator, it should mostly fill back up. So that's one of the reasons I was getting glass all this time. Just no! Where? Damn it. Where is it? There's one. Oh, I gotta do something about these. You can go. No, just die. Can I hit him? Okay. And you. Come back here. Don't hide. This was your idea. There's one, but I don't think I can get it around the... What? I really kind of hate these in any environment I can't control. Anyway, yeah, let me just get some of these coverings. I could just sponge I get. My concern is if I do too much, if I get too low with what I'm trying to sponge out, that's when I start running. I've still got all 70 that I had sponges. I think that's. I don't think I've done that before. I think anytime I've drained a monument, I've lost at least 2 or 3, but that includes back before stuff floated in water. So no, where? Die. Get a food, apparently. Kind of don't want to die here, well, you know, because ordinarily I would. Because I don't want to lose that bad omen thing and not be able to do whatever I'm going to do with it. But, you know, that would be later when I'm not busy, I suppose. Let me try draining, I guess. That barely helped. Yeah, it's just going to be a mess trying to do. It would help if I could reach what I want to drain. You can actually, like, stack up something in there that, yeah, that's just going to be down there. I'll have to get these back whenever I do. Hopefully nothing bad happens to them. Something bad could happen to the fish. And, of course, there's still other monuments in the world I could probably, damn it, find more sponges if I had to. Yeah, this is not entirely going to solve the problem. It might prevent him from getting up where I am. Oh, and that's going to suck because it goes... this would be easy enough to clear out, except that it goes down into that corner, so it's really... You have to at least 2 sponges in the corner. I can try it. Let me... But one about here might take out that, and oh, actually that did work. I wasn't expecting that. For one thing, you have to be a little quick, or else the water will rush back in. Potentially, you know, resource block, kind of. And that doesn't help. And I really love how the hose go right through this stuff, though. That's new. I'm not going to play with whatever that is. Might be able to get out over here. If I can get up here for... I can't, why not? That's water that I don't really need to see in the world. If I take that out, does it work? Okay. So that's actually just a whole wing basically handled, so that's good. See if I can get my sponges back and try to keep it. There's some back up there, so it's going to be hard to track whether I've got 70 still. But also, I'm not sure how to get out of here now. Oh, yeah, I am. Let's do this. I have this to work with. Well, let me... Hang on. Give the hoe. I missed a spot. So that basically... I can't get over there easily. Well, I could, actually. I can just do this. And then what happens if I go through here? Is it water somewhere? There's a sponge there, that's cool. Yeah, I might as well just... There really is no... I mean, there probably could be, but there's generally no simple method of, you know, taking this all down bit by bit, because there's water that you have to undo. I can leave those sponges there for now, I think. Might even go cook the ones I can cook, which is 26 of them, that's something. With the, where am I? With the sand in there, cooking into glass. It's, there's really, I might as well just turn the cacti off because they're jamming up either way. They're effectively turned off without my help right now. But if I put sponges in, I can get dry sponges, but then the next thing that cooks will necessarily be sand because there's nothing else that can fall into it. So go do this. Problem now is I'm not going to have a slot for wet sponges on me, so if I pick up more, I'm going to have to be careful to make sure that I actually get it. I could... What's in here right now? Okay. Go ahead and start stashing whatever junk. That's junk, but I want to be... I'll put it there so I see it. Yeah, I want to be a little careful about where the sea lanterns go. In the long term, I'll be able to make trillions of sea lanterns because I'll have a whole thing where these fish spawn where I allow them to. I hope it fixes the thing where they're out there. And iron guys will beat them to death for me, and they'll kill the iron, and I'll scalp. You know, it's what I had before, but you know, new. And I want to get this all working before the, I mean, we got the snapshot today for the 116.2. I don't really want to be, not done with this before it officially comes out, because I'm not sure, apart from what's in the snapshot, anyway, what else I can really expect. Can I have this? Is it going to work? Not really. But it gives me that, so I've got a place to ensure that I'm actually picking these things up and whatever else I might have on me at the time. Let me just get... I got these unfortunate things. They look neat, but they serve no purpose, and they're just something I have to get rid of when I'm doing this. But, yeah, the basics there. I mean, there's not a lot of information in this episode, except that the snapshot came out 5 days ago from your end. I can sponge some of this stuff maybe now. I can try it. Yeah, it looks like I'll be alright. Put that down and see what happens. Is that all of that? So yeah, these do some good. You just have to be really sort of judicious. You have to be careful where you, I don't know, sponge adjudication of things. Is that how that works? You have to plan and hope that you get it right and that nothing bumps you, or you don't, like, bump up and down in the water as you're working, but whatever. Oh, I can just climb out of here and see what else, because there's no water right there. I fell down because I was looking at the dam too. That's not better. What happened? Oh, I got it. One. Got it. So if I don't really try to get it, I do get it. That's neat. Not that time, because I mentioned it. I was getting, like, amused. Is that... Oh, he's that. Shut up. Oh, what the hell. Don't swim, that's not why I'm here. Oh, get close enough to make this work. That's the problem with the water. Okay, there's just lots, all of them. They're all here. Gotta go. Can't go. And night times are, well, there's a gold in there. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I have no idea anymore. I'm just going to try to get out. I can fill this in with something if I need to. Then I gotta go to bed. So, yeah, it's just going to be doing this for hours. Which obviously I'm not going to record for hours. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. But it's a matter of getting solid blocks out of the way and then sponging whatever blocks are water and repeat forever and ever, and one day it'll be done. Which is one of the reasons I'm kind of like 5 days in advance on recording. Also, there's just been cool stuff that I wanted to see. But more generally, I just it's just a big, long, stupid process, so it's just as well my head hurts because it's going to either way. But we'll get there. I'll get out of here because I'm at half an hour. And see you next time when I hope, you know, if I've got a window of 5 days to work on this, I can just get this leveled without bothering to record because it's just going to be more of the same. And I'll come back when the whole thing is at least gone. All the water. Under it, there's more water, way more water. The water spans almost just corner to corner in there beneath this thing, but that's sealed up too. I walled it off. That's actually a little easier to deal with because you can just hit sponges into corners and put down little posts of sorts to hit the sponges against if you want to get an area. I probably won't bother. I think I've recorded that before last time, like 3 years ago. I'm gonna go for now, and I'll see you, in 5 days probably. So later.